It's Nickey of the Mossel Advertiser with Minister Donald Grant of the Provincial Administration. Minister, it's a very interesting thing happening in Mossel Bay today. Please, would you expand? What is happening and what are you trying to achieve?
Well, this is a consultation between the Premier, her ministers, as well as the mayors and the MMs of our respective municipalities. And what we do is that we have not only a look back at what's happened, but largely focus on challenges going forward. This is done quarterly, and we obviously visit different parts of the province. And today there's a number of interesting issues on the agenda. And the one that's right up front is just to make us all aware of what happened in Nelson Mandela Bay. So Mr. Alva, who's the author of How to Steal a City, is here to give us advice on how we prevent that kind of thing from happening. And then we have got a number of challenges regarding land invasions. So we have got a couple of people coming to talk to us about what we're doing to try and counter those threats to public property and private property. So JP Smith from the city, together with other law enforcement people, will be here to talk to us about that. And then it's really a question of preparing for ahead of the elections next year, and just to make sure that province and the municipalities are working better together.
There's been a couple of very interesting road developments in our area, and I know that is your particular portfolio. People in our area are very happy with what's happening on the R102, that kind of thing. Is that also something that will come under the spotlight today?
Well, we will look at infrastructure and what we have delivered. I must apologize to all the residents who had to go through the lead up and the construction phase of the R102. But obviously once the pain is over, then they've got a road that they can ride on in safety for the next 30 years. It's part of our road building budget. This year we are spending 3.558 billion on our roads in the Western Cape. I wish we could do more. There's a lot more, especially to our rural gravel roads are below par in certain areas. But it's difficult for us to access the borrow pits to get the proper grade of gravel to help surface our gravel roads better. But that's a challenge for us going forward.
Minister, we were also told that the Premier will be visiting the Pinnacle Point Caves today. And obviously World Heritage status is something that in Mossel Bay we all covered. Is that something on the horizon? Absolutely.
Minister Maria and her team are talking about the paleontology route. That's another item on our agenda, and that is very, very good news for the whole region here in Eden, because the paleontology route is something the Western Cape government is supporting, and I have no doubt that it's going to lead to far greater tourism and therefore economic growth here in this area.